Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to have another hero spotlight, and today it's going to be Jinn. Over here in the journals page, we're just going to look for him.
Are you done? You are far inferior to me.
Okay, so this is Jinn, and first we are going to check out his skill kit. The passive, Shadow Walk, increases own dodge by 10% for 5 turns when ally receives damage, stacks up to 4 times, and grants stealth for 5 turns to self upon successful dodge. For his first skill, Shadow Slash deals 150% damage to one enemy and grants stealth to self for 6 turns. And then, his second skill is Shadow Dance, deals 187% damage to one enemy and deals 150% extra piercing damage if stealth. So in order for this to have 150% extra damage, he needs to be in stealth mode. So it seems he's a single target hero because this is damage to one enemy and also this one. So let's check him out further. This is Jinn. You can see he's like a ninja. He has these daggers. This is the default mode and this is the battle mode. You can see him wearing a very baggy pants. So maybe that's the trend in Exos. This is the appearance
Darkened
effect.
power. Isn't it captivating?
Red Skull Head Jinn. This is the hero illustration. And then let's check out his skill animation. That's the normal attack, by the way. You can see him, it seems he attacked like 3 times.
I'll show you darkness.
That's the first skill. And for the second skill,
Suffer endless pain.
so you can see copies of him. I don't know what's it called. You can see these type of animation in animes wherein the character becomes plenty. I just don't know the term. That's very nice skill animation. So this is the hero story. Assassin Jinn. He's male. He's from Nordman Frosty, the nation. Hero tier is Fated or Fated grade. Element is Machine. He's 28 years old. Race is Human. Position Chaos or Chaos type hero. Birthday is on February 27. Head of the Secret Force Red Skull, which is a force directly connected to Shufraken. Jinn was an orphan on the back streets of Nordman Frosty. His future was exposed to be dismal, but an aristocrat who happened to recognize Jinn's talent adopted him. Jinn received martial arts training with other adopted children, and his skill was the flower of the flock. One day, Shufraken's troop attacked the aristocrat who adopted Jinn. The aristocrat's family was destroyed. Jinn and other children who were just practicing martial arts and knew nothing were also arrested. At first, Jinn resented Shufraken since he attacked the aristocrat who saved him. However, after listening to Shufraken, that what the aristocrats thought was a forbidden dark arts which give great power but distort the souls of the trainees at the same time, Jinn changed his mind. After letting the children know the truth, Shufraken required a decision. They didn't mull over it for long. Jinn and his colleagues pledged alliance to Shufraken, their savior, and swore to perform secret missions in Shufraken's shadow. Jinn and his colleagues became a secret force, the Red Skull, which performs a myriad of secret missions over the continent with the airship that symbolizes them. Oh, so that's the backstory of Jinn. So that's how he joined or formed the group Red Skull. Since he's a head, I guess he's the leader. So that's his story. Now, let's go out and check his Fatecore. I think he has about 2 Fatecores currently. He has one gold Fatecore and it's under the Banga family Fatecore team. You can see over here, the Banga family, this is like the hamsters. This is the Fatecore team and Jinn is under this team. Also, there are 2 gold Fatecores. One is Jinn and the other one is Tantalo. Soft silver hair Jinn. Jinn, Banga of Parallel World, who was born as a Banga and became the captain of Red Skull. He earned his position as the captain of Red Skull after beating up everyone that claimed that there are physical limitations for a Banga to be a captain for special forces. That's actually cute. So we are going to check out his skills. For the passive, you can see Hard Snipe increases hit of target by 20% for 10 turns upon attacking an enemy, stacks up to 3 times. So this is the special passive of the Banga family. Mighty Mouse. So this is his specific gold Fatecore special passive for Jinn. Increases attack speed of all allies equipped with Banga family team Fatecore. And you can see the heroes under this Fatecore team will be able to benefit from it. And the other one is from Tantalo. You can see here, Jolly Fellow increases maximum health of all allies equipped with Banga family team Fatecore. So for Jinn, he increases attack speed while Tantalo increases HP. For the first and second skill, it's just the same. Now we are going to check him out further. Hi, good PM, Andrew Lloyd. Andrew Lloyd. Well, akala ko kasi guildmate kita, Andrew. Hindi kaya si Ayi to? Pero, I'm probably wrong. Ayi nga! Thank you so much for hanging out here. Excuse me. Andrew White. Kaya sabi ko, parang familiar yun. Thank you so much, Pastor, for hanging out here. Currently, I'm just doing a hero spotlight. And it's about Jinn. So this is what he looks like. He looks like a hamster with silver hair. This is the default mode and this is the battle mode. And if you want to check out the exclusive equipment, it's on the right portion of the screen. And this is the one, and I hope you can see it. It's too tiny, but his dagger has changed its color. It looks better now compared to the other one. This looks kind of plain, and this has his red color, particularly on the blades. And for the appearance effect, soft silver hair Jinn, it's like he chopped the log. And now we are going to check the skill preview. That's the normal attack.
Size doesn't matter in the dark.
This is the first skill. You can see those starry effects. And for the second skill, I remember this is really nice.
I can give you
High
plenty
five.
pain with this small knife.
You can see 4 members from the Banga tribe. So that's the second skill. It's like they're performing a dance. This is the gold Fatecore for Jinn, and the other one is actually from a beach team Fatecore. It's not under Summer Festa, but it's under Summer Paradise. So you can see the gold Fatecore there is Luna, and Jinn has a black Fatecore under the Summer Paradise Fatecore team. Gaze of the White Gull Jinn. Jinn from a parallel world who is able to easily meld into the surroundings with his gentle mood. As more of the sophisticated spy than a cold-blooded assassin, he took off his mask to infiltrate a vacation spot as a lifeguard. So Jinn over here is a lifeguard here under the Summer Paradise Fatecore team. I don't know why I almost say Summeradise. This is his passive, Shadow Walk. You can see Life Jacket over there. This is actually the Summer Paradise Special Fatecore. Special passive for the Fatecore team. If an ally is afflicted with a debuff, cleanses all debuffs from the target ally and increases critical hit rate of all allies by 20% for 8 turns. Oh, this is also good. 8 turns, 1 time per battle can be stacked. So it seems the first and second skill is just the same. Now we're going to take a closer look. Jinn wearing a swimming trunk. This is the default mode and this is the battle mode. For the exclusive equipment, it's this one. It looks blue. Yes, it has the shade of blue compared to the other one. Wait, speaking of Fatecore, we're just going to go back to it. I just want to check out the price, just in case if you want to buy it using CES. So the exclusive equipment is Sharp Skull, Soul Silver Hair Jinn exclusive equipment. It costs about 20,000 CES. Jinn's exclusive equipment, a pair of knives beloved by Jinn, a banga of the parallel world, built light for his stature, but its sharpness easily penetrates the enemy. And when you equip this, Jinn will increase his attack by 30 and combat power by 10,000. So that's the exclusive equipment for his gold Fatecore version. But over here in Summer Paradise, his exclusive equipment is Swordfish. Jinn's exclusive equipment, a special dagger designed after a majestic fish from the ocean. It may look silly, but its sharpness easily snatches away the life from its target. That's really scary. So this also costs 20,000 CES. So therefore I conclude, for the price 20,000 CES, it doesn't only refer to blue Fatecores, exclusive equipment, or gold Fatecores. This could be also the price for black Fatecores. I really don't know the category, how they price things here. But since Jinn here is a black Fatecore, his exclusive equipment is not priced at 18,000 or below. It's still 20,000. So I think I have to check out what's the basis for their pricing. So for the appearance effect, it's this one. Gaze of the White Gull. It really looks nice. You can see the beach effect, the background, and the skill effect. That's the normal attack, by the way. You can see some watery effects.
Accomplished.
Now that's the first skill. And for the second skill,
Time to return to my work. Don't worry, I'm still good at it.
there he goes again with the copies of himself, but this time it has the beach background, which is really nice for me. Which comp would you suggest with Jinn? Well, I'm not using Jinn at the moment, but I think... Wait, let me just check. Well, we know
Is this all you've got?
we can do hero composition 2 ways over here in Exos Heroes. One is by the Fatecore team. So if you are using the gold Fatecore of Jinn, so it's best if you're going to use the other members of the Banga family. But if you're going to use the black Fatecore, I guess when it comes to Fatecore themes, I guess it's best paired with, not paired actually, grouped with Luna and Dana, and probably, who's the other one? Garland for the Summer Paradise. But if you talk about nation, well, let me first check.
I hope the
So
next
Jinn
mission
is
is as
under
fun as this
Estoris
one.
Republic. I was about to say that he's from Northbound Frosty, but probably that's his birth nation because you can see we're doing um, hero spotlight for a few times already, and sometimes there are heroes who has a different nation based on their profile compared to here in Manage Hero. So I guess the way I say it, based on his profile, that could be the birth nation of Jinn, who's from Northbound Frosty, since we read the background story that he was just found on the streets when he was little. But here, we can see that he's from Estoris Republic. So I guess it's good if we are going to use Jinn under Jinai along with the other Estoris nation characters like probably Shell, Jinai, Jin. I also happened to encounter Jin before. Well, this is not one of the heroes who I often encounter when I do Seven Stunner, but whenever I see Estoris Republic Nation hero composition, I can sometimes see Jin along with Jinai, Shell, who else? Probably Kaya, or maybe they could be mixed with other, like probably Jinai with Jin and also with other character nations as well. I'm not really sure about that. But so here, I equipped Jin with the gold Fatecore, and we were able to discuss that. But for the costume, I just used the blue one. I mean, the black Fatecore one for the Summer Paradise. I don't have the exclusive equipment yet, but for the artifact, since he's a Chaos type hero, I guess we can go for this one. Easygoing Prince Nidia, because there is a chance to protect himself from death one time for by granting tranquility to self one time per 3 rounds. Also, there's this one, Honest Assassin Makia, chance to grant stealth to self at the start of battle, remove after receiving damage. But if you don't have those, I think there's one also, Lamp Carbon, I think. I don't have it yet. But if you don't have that orange Fade Core, you can go for the purple ones, like this one. 40% chance to afflict target with nullified heal. Well, I think there's this pattern for Chaos type heroes. They always do debuff. And I don't know, that's how I observe it. For Chaos type heroes, they have a lot of debuffs and stuff, like they do bleed, poison, what else? Stun and silence. Well, that's just my observation. Confident Assassin Way, chance to inflict random debuff to targets. I think this is also good. Anti-heal. Yes, anti-heal. Diba? Mostly, mga Chaos type hero, nandyan sila Dorika, who else? Rera, diba? Ang dami nila, even Kyla. So I think that's the special, most important debuff, anti-heal. Yes. So, based from Master IE, if you don't have those orange Fate Cores, you can go for the anti-heal Fate Core. I mean, artifact. This one. Honest Arrow Hilden. Because for purple artifacts, they are so easy to get, so I'm pretty sure you are able to get this one. At least one copy. And if you happen to have 5 copies and you were able to promote it to 5 times and level it up to 30, you will get 40% chance to afflict target with Nullify Heal for 6 turns. Now, for the equipments, well, again guys, since I'm not using him, I just equip with random equipments, but I think for Chaos type heroes, it's good if you're going to equip them with dash set because we want them to be speedy. But since wait, I think okay, he has a debuff skill, Hard Snipe. decreases hit of targets by 20%. So I think it's best if we're going to increase his effect hit at least by 100% so that this will take place. Because for his first and second skill, I don't see any debuff. So since he's a damage dealer, not only we should increase his effect hit for the debuff to take place, but also the critical hit rate, it should be at least 90%. Probably 80% will do. 80 to 90%. Just don't max it to 100%, because if you're going to max it to 100% and beyond, the critical hit rate will turn red. That means you're kind of beyond the boundary. So instead of being beyond the boundary, that could be for another stat, like increasing his critical damage as well, because since he's a damage dealer, critical hit rate, critical damage, effect hit, well, for those who have debuffs, are really important for them. You can see my stats here are really not that good. Like again, like I said earlier, since I'm not using him, I just equip with random equipment. But his critical damage seems kinda okay. Effect hit is good, you can see 100% at least. But still, if ever I'm going to use him in the future, I'm going to change all of these gears. Well, when it comes to gear sets, dash set is good. Critical hit rate, you can pair that with dash set and critical hit rate set. Or what's that? Again, critical set, right? Critical hit rate, critical set. I'm just going to look for the term. Critical set. Also, since dash set is a 4-piece gear set, so you need 2 more. You can either choose between sniper set, because this increases the critical hit rate just in case your critical hit rate is currently low, so you can make it up for the loss over here. But just in case, if you equip him with dash set and your effect hit is already high, like at least probably 90, so you don't have to use effect hit, sniper set anymore. But instead, you can go for critical set, because this will increase his critical rate by 12%. So like we discussed from other previous Hero Spotlight, it's always based on the main stat and substat of the gears. Let's say if you have enough critical hit rate, so you don't have to put critical hit rate in the gloves. So currently here, I have defense at 60, just ignore that. But for gloves, you can put here, for the main stat, our critical hit rate or critical damage. But like have enough base subs, you have come up percent critical hit rate, you can just put damage so that his critical will be higher. And say we saw the debuff to increase his effect, but let's say substat have enough effect hit, just change this the attack, because for access we cannot hit rate critical damage for the main stat. Instead, we can put what else? P defense, I think that's. There's also FN effect resist. For the boots, it's just to put speed. They're a damage dealer. For knight, well, for knights I case basis, but have a lot of debuff here. Also, as well, it's we're going to put here as we want them to be. We want those effects to test they can. Again, for the sets, you can with dash sniper set, destruction is you really lack critical damage, and breaker set will, well, it's playing around with the main stats in order for you to get stats you want. Yes, that's it for just about his fate. Well, speaking of, to check if he has Fatecore in the events Fatecore. Just so you know, guys, for your team, some of here free and some of the fate are, I consider them rare, because to get them you really need crystals. So it seems to have any special fate core, so it's just a good fate core for him.
I am the
So
king.
to cost
You
about
won't defeat
first the equipment, the possible that he can use, and also equipment sets or that he can use. So depends upon ability of the item we currently have, also with
I hope
luck.
the next mission is this one.
So that is for today. We discussed. Tomorrow there's going to be an update, patch notes, this update. So we'll, but I think again. Guys, please do not forget my Twitch channel and also as well, where you can see all of this year's content. And under Q Master IE for hanging me. I'll see you in our. Have a good night, everyone.